Just a little bit, do it gently.
Yeah, slowly, yes, a nice soft approach here, don't want to do anything too drastic. When we've made you lots of cash, which I'm sure Donald will be very pleased about.
Absolutely.
What do you want to put that towards?
We hope to go to a weekend in Tuscany, actually.
Very nice. So what about you, Donald? Have you got a slightly different agenda for your slice of the cash?
Absolutely. I want to get at least £400 so I can have a nice car full of booze on the way home.
A booze trip in on the way back from Tuscany sounds like my ideal weekend. Can I come?
Why not? I'll drink it.
Our expert Paul Hetchin will be scrutinising the sale items and helping Marguerite and Donald take that trip by spotting their top collectibles.
It's traditional at this time to say, oh, kitchen memorabilia, it's all collectible, it's all fantastic. Well, some of it is, and this is a very good example because it's got lots of age to it. I would think probably late 40s, early 50s, original weights, of course.
How much do you think then?
I think £25. What do you think of that?
Absolutely wonderful. I think that's fine. No problem with that.
Good.
Okay, what have you got next?
A weighed figure, dog in a basket. And I would say that's going to be around £10. But you might have a lot of trade looking to buy things like this, so if you want to sell things early on, you may have to go down a bit, around 6 or 7. But hold out for the 10.
Yeah.
You bet.
Keep your prices high. All right. Well, listen, I'll leave you to look at the rest of the stuff with these guys. I shall come and join you later. But before I do come back, it's time for me to go and find out who the Blues are. The Blue team are friends Janet and Martin from Bedfordshire. They play together in a local band and collect musical instruments, but it's Janet's father's collection which is on the way to the boot sale. Does it run in the family a little bit? Have you started collecting anything yourself?
Yeah, I think he's passed on some genes, you know, that I'm trying to stop
gene.
them. Yeah, the clutter gene. I'm trying to stop this latent tendency in me, and I'm trying to get rid of it before it takes hold of me.
Yeah, very wise. Well, we're here to help you do that, but I guess you probably collect musical instruments by the look of the amount.
Oh yeah,
here.
I'm a sucker for those.
Yeah, all right, well, a bit different to the usual thing that you find at boot sales.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully when we make you some money, what do you want to spend it on?
Hopefully we might buy another instrument, possibly another dulcimer. It depends how much money I make.
To add to your collection. Okay, well, we'll try and make you as much as possible. We don't want you just getting a tambourine. We want you getting something a lot more impressive than that. So it's time now to call in Ian to give us a measure of this treasure. Expert Ian Harvey will do his best to help expand the instrument collection by spotting what will sell for a healthy profit.
And look what I found. First of all, a first aid kit.
Just in case.
Just in case, for the motorist or the tourist.
Oh!
Was this your dad's?
Yes, it was.
And it's quite interesting. It's got most of his bits in it as well, probably from about the 1950s. But I have to read one bit here. It does say, do not delay in sending for a doctor unless the injury is very trivial. Amazing grasp of the obvious, didn't they, back then?
Oh, that looks great. So how much would that be worth?
Well, it's any value really to a collector who wants this sort of particular thing. But I think about £8 to £10.
What do you think?
Yeah, anything really, just to get rid of it.
Oh, anything?
Anything just to get rid of it. Well, that's the theme of today, getting rid of a lot of stuff. So what else can they shift, do you think?
These
Badges.
badges here. And look, there's the Muppet Show, there's the old Brook Bond adverts, all those sort of things. I reckon you're going to sell these for about £1 each, believe it or not, because there's some quite nice old ones in there.
There's quite a lot in that bag.
There are, there's about 20 or more in there. So.
I hope the collector comes along then.
Yes, well hopefully Ian will be even more impressed when he looks at the rest of this stuff. So show him everything you can and I'll come back and see you guys later.
When I first saw this case, I thought it was probably from the 1930s or 40s. But looking at it in more detail now, it's really a bit too funky for that. I mean, there's lots of chrome, and it's a very, very good quality cane. When did you get it?
Actually, I had it made for me in Malaya. It was 1962, yeah.
Oh, but that's interesting because it does have a real style to it, and I'm not surprised really that it comes out of the 60s. It's actually very good quality as well, really good quality. Now, the sting in the tail is, I don't think that antique luggage, and we'll call this antique luggage because it's got lots of age to it, I don't think it fetches the prices at boot sales that it should, but with something like that, I think you should hold out to try and get £35 because I think it's terrific.
Yeah.
And moving on, or moving down here, to this extraordinary. From the sublime to the ridiculous, quackers. But it's a great looking thing, doesn't have any great age, probably 10 years or so. I think as a novelty phone, you'll probably get around £8-9, something like that. How do you feel about that?
That's okay.
Is that all right? Yeah. But if you want to charge more, you can, but I think that's the sort of going rate. These are unusual. Pair of copper and mother of pearl. It's a very unusual combination, really. Have they been in the family for long?
Don's bought them for me when I was 15 and a half as an engagement present.
Oh, so 10 years ago then. Right, well, they're very nice. It's an unusual combination. Maybe not to everybody's taste, but certainly to mine. I think they're great. So I would say about £25 for the pair.
Here in the lounge we've discovered yet another interesting trove of potential treasure. But what intrigues me is this rocking elephant. What's the story behind this?
Oh, I got it at a car boot sale.
You bought this at a car boot sale?
Yeah.
Now, I think this was probably made in India, and I quite like it. I think it's quite a sweet little thing. But you've told me you're not going to sell this for less than a certain amount of money, are you?
No, I'm not going to let it go for less than £40.
Which is actually about what I think it's probably worth.
Okay.
Now, one thing that does intrigue me is this little box that we found. Where did this come from? Is this anything to do with you, Martin?
No, I'm afraid not.
No? This is another of yours, then?
Then it's Dad again.
His name's actually on the box somewhere.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, I've had a look inside, and in these drawers there's loads and loads of little assortment of old tools, and we've got here an old exposure meter, a cigarette holder, and a bottle of saccharin tablets from probably around about 1930. Now, what I suggest you do with those is take them all out, lay them on a sheet separately and sell them all. They're only like 50p a pound items, but there's probably about 30 or 40 in there. So in this little old wooden box, there's probably about 30 or 40 quid.
While Ian and Paul continue searching for those little gems, let's see what our two teams are playing for today. Today's teams will get the chance to win these pool pottery vases, and you can win them too. All you have to do is answer this question. What is the name of the aristocratic leading lady in the Thunderbirds? Is it A. Lady Jane, B. Lady Penelope, or C. Penelope Pitstop? To enter, simply call 09014 90 22 22 or text trading followed by a space and your answer A, B or C to 84080.
I like this rug. I think it's really nice. I mean, fully extended, it's fabulous, but we see a part of it here with these lovely images of cats. No great age, but cats are very commercial. So you've got to put this, stretch it where everybody can see it, and I think that'll do really well because it's very good quality.
It's very big, is it, as well? We
Very
can't really
big,
tell
it
there.
is. It's really big. And it's, some might say it's a twee image, others may say it's a charming image. but
People
it's
love
not.
cats.
They do.
So how much for a lovely big cat rug?
I think about £25.
Yeah? What do you think?
Oh, I think we can try for a little bit more and always cut it back later.
I like your style. Go in with the high prices. Why not? Should I put this back, or do you want to talk about
I
it?
want to talk about this actually
Yeah.
because it's got a nice sort of retro look, even though it's only from the sort of late 80s. We've become used to this kind of thing, of course, but at the time when this came out, it was more of a novelty, and people like looking back, and I think it's great. I really like it.
Okay, so hopefully they can convince people it's a collectible of the future and charge how much?
£14.
I want at least 70 for that. I won't get it, but that's what I want for it.
Well, the words cloud and cuckoo land.
You never know. You never know. So what's your pick of the pile going to be?
The pick of the pile is that very luxurious and lovely suitcase,
Ah, why that?
because I like it myself.
Oh, so you might be buying it if it doesn't
I wish
sell.
I could.
Okay, so adding up the pick of the pile and all the other items that we couldn't quite fit on the table, what's the target figure?
It's a nice round figure, £212.
Ooh, 212.
I think we're going to beat that.
You think you're going to beat that?
You
What do you
bet.
think?
Oh, I'm optimistic, but I'm
Well,
a little bit
if you
worried.
get 70 for your telly, I'm sure you'll blow that out of the water, won't you? Well, listen, guys, I'll leave you to pack everything up. I shall meet you down at the boot sale, but now it's time for me to go and
Lovely.
see what the Blues are up to.
First of all, this this box of jewellery. Now, is this all yours?
No, that was my mother's.
Oh, was it? So it wasn't just your dad, she was the collector too?
No, that was actually some of her jewellery.
Now, there's an awful lot of stuff in there, and nothing particularly special, but you're still looking about £2 or £3 for most of the items. So I reckon in that box you've probably got about 60 quid.
All right, well, we'll wait and see, won't we? What else?
Well, I'm intrigued to know what the holster's all about.
Well, I thought you might be wearing it when I came in. I am disappointed.
No, I couldn't find a horse. You're looking at about 15 or 20 pounds for that. I mean, it is something that obviously there's lots of country and western enthusiasts about, but where did it come from?
We had it specially made for my dad's 70th birthday.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's brilliant. I reckon that'll go, though.
I think
For a
it'll
fancy
go
dress party, if nothing else.
completely.
Yeah, okay.
Completely.
What else have we got?
And the one thing I find very interesting is the sort of licorice all sorts cufflinks. What are they all about?
Nothing to do with me.
Nothing
right.
to do with you.
Stand again.
Denying all
Is that
knowledge.
your dad's?
Well, that's me guilty, actually. We bought it as a Christmas present because he liked jokey things, so he liked licorice all sorts.
They're quite quirky, and I reckon
Right.
you get about a £5 for those.
Yeah.
Alright.
You pleased with that?
Yes.
Okay, so what's pick of the pile going to be?
My pick of the pile actually is going to be, you remember the badges?
Yeah.
All the badges.
Yeah?
I think, yeah, they're really nice. They're very collectible, and some of them are quite quirky, and I
Right.
like the Muppets as well.
Okay, well, adding up the badges and all the other stuff on the table and down below, what's the target figure?
£185.
Ooh, what do you think?
That'd be very good if I can get it. Yeah.
That'd be fantastic. What do you think, Martin?
Yeah, I think great. Yeah, good.
Yeah?
Good.
Martin's
settle
just
for that now.
chuffed that you're going to get rid of all this stuff because that was his mission today. Well, listen, your mission now is to pack everything up and head down to the boot sale, try and get all that cash, and I'll meet you guys there in a bit. Let's recap on the target set by Ian and Paul. Now, the Reds need to make a figure of £212, whereas the Blues need to reach 185. Remember, it's the team that gets the closest to the Now, they're very difficult to find in the UK, and they appeal greatly to collectors of black memorabilia. Having said that, putting political faces on watches isn't actually that uncommon, so this is only worth round about £35, but it could be worth more in the future. Stick around, I'm about to head to the boot sale. Welcome to Trading Treasures, where today we're at a rather windy car boot sale here in Denham in Buckinghamshire, but there's loads of people milling around, so hopefully the Reds and the Blues won't have too much trouble in selling all of their stuff over the next 3 hours.
Roll up, ladies and gentlemen. Unique opportunity to buy a rocking elephant for you or your children. Hours of fun had by all.
Roll up, roll up. Only 3 hours to sell the lot.
The whole box, there's so much stuff in it. I was thinking of £30 for it.
The Blues get off to a bright start. Janet's father's old toolbox makes £25.
£35.
25, thank you very much.
It's very neat, isn't it?
This Kiwi is intrigued by the duck phone, but won't be taking him home.
Well, I've got to take it back to New Zealand, so I'm unsure if it...
This budding musician is definitely on the fiddle.
You can't give me a good price? Maybe 2 for it.
All right. Yes.
You could have argued for another quid.
Oh, that's fine.
The Reds are operating a cut price policy.
Oh look, we've got no change.
Cheers.
Thank you.
You've got the whole Muppet show set there.
The Blues pick of the pile Muppet badges are selling, 6 for £5. Ian's estimate £1 each.
Okay, then, yeah, 5. That's a deal.
So how's life on the Red table then?
Rather
Very
difficult.
slow, actually.
Difficult and slow, okay.
Yes.
I'm sensing you're not too happy.
No.
And I do know that, well, these guys have already slashed the prices this early on, Marguerite.
I know, it's totally against the grain.
I know. So what did you sell in your bumper sale?
A Peugeot car,
How much for?
£2.
£2. Well, that is something in the little cash box, which isn't too full at the minute, but I'm sure it will be when I come back.
We hope
So
so.
I'll leave you to try and sell some more stuff, and I'll see you later. Suddenly, the Blues are under a mini invasion of customers.
You make me a nice offer. If I tell you what I paid for it in 1962,
We're not sure quite what's going on here, but we do know nothing sold, not even Donald's duck.
I was out on traders.
Oh, so you went to Raffles Hotel then?
I had a few babies in the middle there. And you can have it for a tenner with pleasure.
Then it's too much. Oh, you got a duck telephone there and all?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, they're good. They're
You
good,
into
yes.
duck telephones? Have you got one?
No, my brother's got one. That's why I know.
Would you like one?
No, thank you very much. No, I'm fine.
I was just about to show you a decent
Yes.
duck telephone.
Yes, I know.
Try it by the ears then.
I know.
Hello? Hello? Oh, there's nobody at the
I know,
other
I've
end
seen
yet.
it.
Oh, you know, I've just followed these lovely tunes being carried on the breeze and it's brought me here to the Blues. That sounds great.
Thanks very much.
Well, it's got me over here. How's it been getting the buyers over here?
Well, sometimes, yes, we've had peaks and troughs.
Yeah?
There's plenty of people at first, and then it went down, and now it's come back
Alright,
again.
It's a bit of a mixed bag. Have you sold much then?
But a little bit, I think.
What have you sold?
My dad's toolbox, that went on really early on,
Oh, brilliant. How much more?
£25.
Oh, that's not bad because Ian valued it for a little bit more, didn't he?
He
But
did,
Still
yeah.
good going. All right then. Well, I shall leave you to play your tunes.
Thank you.
Call in the rest of the buyers, and I'll see you later. The red seller duvet after an awful lot of discussion for £7.
Don't be mean. 7. Don't drive the whole dog in 7. Let me see what we got. 2, 4, 6, 7. All right?
All right.
Yes?
Nothing, can't introduce skis.
Thank you. God
No,
bless.
can't introduce skis.
One of the quirkiest things about our great British pottery industry over the last 200 years is they've managed to make a teapot out of just about any subject matter. However, this one's fairly standard. It's called cottage ware, and it's graced many a semi around the country over the last 20 or 30 years. Now, believe it or not, this is worth about 30 quid, and you can still pick them up at boot sales for between 10 and 15 pounds each. So my advice is, if you see them, snap them up, stick them on the internet, and you might have quite a healthy little profit. That is, unless, of course, you like it that much, you actually want to keep it.
Open these up.
The Red's Wade dog in a basket sells for £8. Paul's valuation was a tenner. And Janet's father's fabulous licorice all sort cufflinks sell for £4. Only £1 under Ian's valuation. How much is this?
£2.
50p's worth of jewellery for the Blues. Now don't be fooled, I'm not a customer.
Oh,
I've just come to see how you do it. Do I need to be a customer? Is it not
Yes.
actually good?
Yes.
yeah.
Well, you must have sold something since I was last here.
We have,
Something.
just a little bit.
What?
The little Wade dog.
Oh yeah, in the basket, I remember
Yes,
that. Valued
yes.
at around about 10 quid.
10, yes.
Went for...
£8.
That's not bad, is it?
Yeah.
That's all right. Well, listen, you've got an hour left to go, so do you think you can maybe sell something now?
Well, we're going to
Well, we
try.
keep trying.
Come on, Donald.
It's
all
like trying
right?
to get blood out of stone.
If anyone can, you can. Hello. Now, this table's still looking very packed. Is anything much gone?
Well, quite a few things have gone, but we
Yeah.
kept finding things in the car and realised we hadn't put them out, so that's why it's still got lots of things
Oh,
on
I see.
it.
So as soon as one thing had gone, you got something
Yeah.
else out of the boot. Well, lots of little things have obviously gone. Talking small things. I cannot see the licorice all sort cufflinks.
No, they've gone.
How much for?
£4.
Very good. That's not bad, is it? You
No,
pleased with that?
no, I'm very pleased,
Yeah, good. Well, listen, unfold your arms and get selling because you've got an hour left to go. All right? Do you think you
Yep.
can do some more stuff?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
You can, Martin.
Roll up, everybody.
Well, Donald has managed to sell an electric toy rack.
Got the quid? It's yours, sir. How about that?
Everything reduced, madam. 50p for everything.
No,
Yep.
not 50 for everything.
I can't do it for 3, my lovely.
What about a tenner?
Yeah, I think that'd be fine.
Please, that's wounding me.
Okay, I'll take those.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you, Sam. Bye-bye.
Well, we've certainly had sun, wind and now rain in our 3 hours worth of selling today, but has it affected the sales? Well, the only way to find out is to ask the team. So I'm going to check out with the Reds first of all today. Now, the pick of the pile, the suitcase, did that sell?
No.
No? Why
No.
not, do you think?
I don't think it was in the right place, quite
Wrong
honestly.
market, yeah. Tie rack?
Thing, yes.
We sold one.
Oh, you sold,
Sold one of them. We had two,
You
yeah.
had to. So
Yeah.
it's your fabulous sales technique that goes down with it. Something like that.
I think it was a case it was so cheap they couldn't afford not to take it.
Oh, good. At least that one. At least that one.
Yeah.
Well done. I'm going to swing over now to the Blues and see how they got on today. So your pick of the pile were all those badges. Did they sell?
Yeah, we sold quite a few, didn't we?
Yeah.
Perhaps about 7 or 8 in total.
Not bad. And so, despite the weather conditions, not a bad day by the sound of it. So before I let you know how close to your targets you are, I bet you're dying to know what you could be winning. So I'm going to need a little bit of assistance, Marguerite. Could you hold me brolly, please, while I get the prize out? Okay. Now we have a couple of lovely pool pottery vases. Look at those.
Yeah.
Are you impressed?
Beautiful. Cool.
Well, everyone's impressed here, though they can't get their hands on them because they're holding the brollies. If you like the look of them at home, here's another chance for you guys to find out how you could win a couple of these for yourself. If you would like to win the pool pottery vases too, all you have to do is answer this question. What is the name of the aristocratic leading lady in the Thunderbirds? Is it A. Lady Jane, B. Lady Penelope, or C. Penelope Pitstop? To enter, simply call 09014 90 22 22 or text trading followed by a space and your answer A, B or C to 84080. Well, before we get soaked or blown away with our brollies, I think we've got to talk target. So moving over to the Reds, and my lovely assistant holding this one, thank you very much. Red team, your target was set at £212, and despite not a brilliant start, and I know you weren't totally happy all day, Donald, you managed to make £88.90. Ooh, is that more than you thought?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
It's a little bit more than we thought we'd got,
A
yeah.
little bit more,
Yeah.
okay, alright. Well, on that note, I shall swing over to the Blues here. Blues, holding on to the brolly for dear life there. Your target was set at £185, and you managed to take £152.70. So it does mean Blues were closest to their target. You are the winners. There we go. Thank you very much.
Thanks very
You
much.
can juggle those with your brolly and everything. Now, Marguerite, I didn't make you hold my brolly because I knew you weren't going to hold the prize. I promise you. You had a good day, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And I know, Donald, you wanted to put some of the money towards a trip to Tuscany.
Oh, go buy push bike now.
I wasn't going to say. Well, maybe you can spend the money on a nice meal when you get there. Anyway.
Absolutely.
And you've had a good day?
I have had a good day.
A little bit wet, but you got some lovely prizes, and that money you
Yes.
get to take away and put towards musical instruments.
That is, yeah.
Okay, well done, guys. Thank you for sticking with us in the rain. Well, that's all from Trading Treasures for today. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled for that hidden treasure. It's always out there somewhere. Bye-bye.
Marjorie Broughton from Peterborough was yesterday's winner. Good luck if you're entering today. Later at 5 here on ITV1, actress Pam Ferris and Tony Robinson join Des and Mel at 5.